All right, it's a London Bridge, isn't it? 50th anniversary. Jolly old England, isn't it?
How did the world-famous London Bridge come to make its home in a remote Arizona desert city? The story began centuries earlier, over 5,400 miles away in London, England. For nearly 2,000 years, a series of bridges has spanned the River Thames in London. The old London Bridge of nursery rhyme fame was a stone bridge built by Peter Colechurch, an architect and priest, between 1176 and 1209. It replaced various wooden bridges built by the Roman founders of London from 50 AD to 1176. Olaf II of Norway, King of Norway from 1015 to 1028, led military campaigns to unite Norway into one kingdom. One of these campaigns was a sea-based attack in 1014 that pulled down one of the wooden bridges. Two other wooden bridges were built and were subsequently destroyed during this turbulent time in England's early history. Due to uneven construction, the bridge required frequent repairs, yet survived more than 600 years. One of the more grisly periods of the bridge's history was at the southern gateway between 1305 and 1660, when it was customary to display the severed heads of traitors impaled on pikes and dipped in tar to preserve them against the elements. The head of William Wallace, a Scottish knight and landowner who led the wars for Scottish independence, was the first to appear on the gate. Other famous heads on pikes included those of Jack Cade in 1450, Sir Thomas More and Bishop John Fisher in 1535, and Thomas Cromwell in 1540. A German visitor to London in 1598 counted over 30 heads on the bridge. The practice was finally stopped in 1660, following the restoration of King Charles II. By the end of the 18th century, the old London Bridge needed to be replaced. It had fallen into severe disrepair and was blocking river traffic. Designed in 1799 by Scottish engineer John Rennie, the new London Bridge was completed in 1831. Due to the weight of automobile traffic crossing the bridge in the early 20th century, it began sinking into the River Thames at the rate of an inch every 8 years. By 1924, the east side of the bridge was some 3 to 4 inches lower than the west side. In 1967, the Common Council of the City of London began to look for potential buyers for the London Bridge. As Lake Havasu City's founder, chainsaw business owner Robert P. McCulloch Sr. saw a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. He believed correctly, as history shows us, that reconstructing this massive icon in his new city would attract tourists and prospective buyers of residential lots. McCulloch placed the winning bid of $2.4 million on April 18, 1968, which is over $17 million in today's money. McCulloch arrived at this figure by doubling the estimated cost of dismantling the structure, $1.2 million, bringing the price to $2.4 million. He then added on $60,000, $1,000 for each year of his age at the time. He estimated the bridge would be reconstructed in Arizona. Contrary to popular belief, McCulloch was not under the impression that he was purchasing the Tower Bridge of London. The purchase included ornate lampposts made from melted down cannons captured by the British from Napoleon's army after the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. Overlooking the Bridgewater Channel, these lampposts line the London Bridge today. After it was dismantled, each of its 10,276 exterior granite blocks from the original bridge was shipped to Lake Havasu City. Each block was numbered before the bridge was disassembled. The blocks were shipped overseas through the Panama Canal to California and later trucked from Long Beach to Arizona. The shipping and assembly of the bridge and dredging of a man-made channel underneath cost $7 million. The inside of the bridge is hollow because it was rebuilt with a steel framework faced with granite. This reduced its weight from 130,000 tons to 30,000 tons, while strengthening its structure in order to accommodate auto traffic. After 3 years of reconstruction, Lake Havasu City rededicated the bridge in an extravagant ceremony held on October 10th, 1971. To welcome visitors and support the sale of residential lots in the new city, McCulloch Properties also built the English Village, an open-air mall to the north of the London Bridge. Spanning 930 feet, it was designed to connect pedestrians, motorists, and cyclists on mainland Lake Havasu City to an island on the Colorado River. On this island in 1964, McCulloch built a nautical inn, now known as the Nautical Beachfront Resort. Today, the historic and some say haunted bridge is the #1 built attraction in the state of Arizona. Attracting visitors from around the world, its many fans include photographers, filmmakers, travel writers, history buffs, boaters, kayakers, paddleboarders, and music lovers who attend live concerts under its acoustical arches. Okay, October 2021, approaching the London Bridge, 50 years later. Whoa, check out this gate right here. And the fountain with the lions. The bridge is beyond that in the background. The lion statue shooting out some water. How nice. Not a whole lot of activity down here today. It's pretty empty. The American and British flags waving in the wind. Now that is a huge dog. There she is, the London Bridge. Little closer look there. Walking under the bridge now. How beautiful. Some of the English Village on the, I guess it's the east side of the bridge over here. And there is the Dixie Belle, right here in the channel. "24-hour video surveillance." And we're at the event where the city recognizes the bridge as being 50 years old. How cool.
Well, hello there.